All right, folks, there has been a number of items that people have been asking about. How are you finding opportunities in the market and what are people doing? Now, here's the statistics, folks. I want you to think about the following. As far as the market conditions are concerned along the Wasatch Front, we know inventory is up 42% compared to last year. So there's very good opportunities where you can purchase properties where sellers are willing to work with you and you're able to get an investment property into your portfolio. Folks, I want to go over this, what we ended up doing on a personal property that I had, so that you can just look at what people are doing and something that we're doing also with you. So just know, in giving these examples is to help you know, one, is it possible? Two, what is the methods that are out there? And then three, how am I going to be able to do it or help my family members or those that I'm working with? So one of the methods that we talk about is something that's called the BRRRR strategy. Now, folks, that BRRRR strategy has been, books have been written about it, information has been provided about it. I want you to think about it more as a specialized way in order to get back your capital, in order to get in and to reinvest it. Now, let me just tell you the breakdown of it. It is going to buy a piece of property. You are going to renovate that piece of property. And then after you renovate that property, you're going to refinance it. And then once you refinance it, you are going to rent it. And now you're going to do it again. Okay, so this was a property that we purchased. I personally purchased in American Fork. Here are the exact numbers. This property, the owner of the property, we had talked to them in regards to the physical condition of the property, the issues. They wanted to sell this property and they wanted to sell it for $280,000. The purchase price of $280,000, I will be honest, when you look at the photos, you'll see the kind of the condition of the property. The property not only needed a lot of work, deferred maintenance, but the folks also were going to stay in the property for a amount of time until they had to move out. So not only did they get their price, but they also got some additional terms. There was a little over $120,000 that were done, invested into that property in order to renovate it. Now, this was updating the interior, the exterior, the roof, the gutters, plumbing, the materials, kitchens, bathrooms, and truly creating a property that was truly an asset as opposed to maybe a liability of how it sat before. In fact, this property, one of the things that we'll talk about in any investment, you want to have 4 criteria: curb appeal, kitchen, baths, and amenities. That's how a buyer is going to purchase any property. So you want to know what your exit strategy is. So before going in and purchasing the property and knowing and estimating those costs, we wanted to know those rent prices. So after we did the rents and we did that, now again, $280,000 purchase price, $120,000 in improvements, did a loan for $400,000 in a refinance, okay? With that refinance, the payment with everything, taxes, insurance, and so forth, was just under $3,000. It was around $2,900 and change, okay? Now, in establishing the rents on this property, a property that was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath upstairs, and then a separate walkout property, right? That it was a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, okay? These rents are at $2,100 for market rents and $1,800. Now, we have already received people that do want to lease this property. So overall, after everything, utilities, costs, and so forth will be going where the tenants will be paying the utilities. In the end, we'll be netting just around $900 a month on the property. The beauty of this property was, again, we bought it for the $280,000. We did a renovation of $120,000. We refinanced our $120,000 amount. And so all of that cash was able to come back in order that we could do it again, okay? But other folks, I just want you to think about, this is able to be done in a way that you're thinking about, I want to buy, I want to do the work, and then I'm going to keep it and hold it and do it again. Whether you're doing this, you're doing seller finance, you're doing any type of creative financing, the point is this: look for motivated people. Understand that the market is in a place where there is high demand. And so I felt like it was a very good time in the market for us to be able to get into an asset. And then also I want you to understand that this is something that anybody can do. And if you're trying to figure out how to do it, reach out to us. We're going to walk you through the steps of how we personally do it as a team. Our team members, we talk about this on a daily basis where we have our own investment properties, understanding how to property manage and deal with it, because we're in real estate to help you build wealth in real estate. And we're here to assist you. So folks, if you have any questions about the process, about the market, buying, selling, investing in real estate, please reach out to us. We're here to help. Hope to talk to you soon. Take care.